So up until Christmas, I will be going live every day on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So I'm live on all three platforms right now, and every live is going to be maybe a different time and a different topic, but the morning of, every morning I will announce what we're going to do for the day for the live and the time that we're going to go live. So far, for the rest of the week up until Friday, it'll be 12:30. The weekend will probably be a different time. So, hello. You found my glasses?
No, it might be out here because I don't see it.
Check my bed with all that stuff on it. So I'm gonna have to keep coming to the front to read the comments because I am live on 3 platforms. It's going to be kind of hard for me to keep up. But you guys right here, y'all see the circle? If you're seeing the circle, you're on TikTok. If you're seeing this circle on my hand right here, you're on Instagram. And if you're seeing this circle right here, you're in the live from YouTube. So basically what we're going to go over today are the machines, right? Because that's mainly what we want to know. There's quite a few back here. And these are mainly, I'm only missing the Joy. The new Joy, I didn't buy it. I didn't necessarily need it. But we're going to go over the differences in all of the machines. And do you need a lot of machines? It depends on you. Do you want a lot? Do you want to work faster? You want to work more efficient? Then more machines will be helpful to you. I have so many machines because I do have an Etsy shop where I make custom party decorations. I was on the Cricut influencer team for about 6 years, and I love it. I love crafting and I love buying shit, right? So some are gifted, some are actual gifts, some are gifted from brands, some I purchased to do. And now I'm going to be more transitioning to just showing you guys. But anyway, so when it comes to the Explorer, that's this one, and this one. This is the Explorer 4. This is the 3 and the 2. So 2, 3, and 4 of the Explorers. Now, if you're looking for the fastest of all Cricuts, the smaller ones, it's going to be the Explorer 4. But it's not faster than the Venture. Then for the makers, we have the Maker 4, the Maker 3. There is no Maker 2. It doesn't exist. They just skipped so they could have the same numbers. And then the original Maker. So, good afternoon. You saw Mr. Cricut release a mystery box. Do I ever get those? No. I don't like mystery box anything. I need to know what it is I'm getting. I don't like mystery boxes. If you're new to crafting, I think mystery box is good because you could use a little bit of everything. You're trying a little bit of everything out. If you want to try things out, get a mystery box. Me, I don't. I really don't. I have specific crafts that I do, and usually it's not going to be the stuff that I need in the box, so I usually don't get it. But I did love, usually the Cricut cuties used to come in. I guess they still do. I do love getting the cuties though, but I don't collect them anymore, right? You finally bought a Cricut and you're a little scared. Nothing to be afraid of. Now, the difference between your Explore machines and your Makers are going to be that the Maker, it has a load of more supplies that it can cut on. But for most of us, we use mainly the basics, right? But they all are going to do the basics. Cricut is going to do things a little bit more, a little bit thicker. Not no big thick wood or no acrylic. You're looking for a laser machine. You're not looking for a Cricut for that, right? But the main difference are the attachments that can go onto your Maker. And I'm going to show you those. So these babies right here are the pieces for the quick swap tool system. This is the biggest difference between the Maker and the Explorer. So this right here is the difference, right? So with the Maker, you have the option to put these attachments in, and I'm just gonna explain briefly. So each one, I have a lot of stuff in here. Hold on. We're not talking about these today. So these are the attachments. You're going to need one housing for these different attachments, right? I'm just going to show it up. So this is just a little tip. You're going to see a little tip. It's never too late to learn anything. The only time it's too late is when you're in your grave. It don't matter. It don't matter age. It don't matter nothing. I'm going to be 45. My memory is slipping me, but I still be learning some shit. You can learn. Doesn't matter. The only thing is you have to have the time. If you don't have the time, then I understand, because everybody have a lot of things going on. You need time to learn anything new, and none of this shit is rocket scientist. And even if it was, if you had time to study, you can be a rocket scientist too. You just need time to figure it all out, right? So now with the attachments, you need one housing. You do not need to buy a housing for each attachment. And somewhere to get cardstock from the Venture, Hobby Lobby. That's where I found some. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna pull back so you can see on all three platforms, and then I'm gonna come closer to each camera so you can see. So this is the housing, and then the tip goes on. So you only need to buy one housing, and then you can buy the other tips that go on top of it, right? So one housing is all you need. If you already bought a housing for each one, don't even stress yourself. The money was already bought. Unless you didn't open the package, send that shit back. You only need one. So here's one of the attachments. This is the scoring wheel. This is the double. And this is the single. So there's two scoring wheel attachments. Single and double. Let me autofocus. This is the single and the double. So basically what this is, if you need a folding line, let's say you're making a Christmas card, and you need that line down the middle to fold your card, that's what scoring is. These give a single or a double score line, which is two score lines right next to each other. With these score lines, they're much deeper. Now, every machine, do I have a, hold on. My stylus is hanging up. Let me just get. So you can score with your Explorer if you get the scoring stylus, right? But if you want that deeper score, that's the attachments. You use this on your Maker. So I'm gonna say the initials of every platform, because I know one platform don't like you saying the other platform. So we all know what TT is. Y'all know what IG is, and y'all know what YT is, right? Right. So on TT, if you go to the top of my account, I have a playlist that'll show you all of the attachments. If you feel like this is too long, I gotta go, I got shit to do, hurry it up, there's a whole playlist there. I'm going to add it on IG as well. YT, see all these damn initials. Some of the videos were longer than 3 minutes, and they didn't allow me to add it as a short, so I couldn't do like a playlist on there, so I'll figure something out for YT. So IG, I will put a playlist, but right now, TT has the playlist for your attachments, right? So that is 2 attachments. Then you have this one. This one allows you to perforate. You see the top of the, you just press the top and click those on there. Again, I'm discussing the attachments that can be used on the Maker, but cannot be used on the Explorer. So this is the perforate attachment. I'm gonna come into every camera. You see those little dotted lines? What it's going to give you, right here, you see that? And right here, see that? Oh, I can see it better on the iPad. Oh, the iPad, you giving me a run for my money. The iPhone 16 looks brighter. The 14 is like average, but the iPad zooms in a little better. But anywho, y'all see that perforate? So think of a raffle ticket. You know when you get a raffle ticket, there's 2 parts and there's a little jagged cut in the middle that makes it easy for you to tear off. That's what this attachment is going to give you. That dotted line, so it's going to do a cut line, but it's going to give a dotted cut line to make a tear off ticket with this one. when you get the bundle, they have different bundles. You have to read the description on the bundle. And these are not blades, these are attachments, right? So you have a double scoring wheel, you have the perforate, you have the wavy blade, and then you have the debossing tip, which mine is not in here. I gotta go look for where I have that one. And then you have an engraving tip, which it doesn't necessarily engrave, it scratches. I haven't done a video on that one, right? Now the wavy blade is exactly what it tells you. It's going to cut your lines, but wavy. Yeah, so they have different ones. So altogether there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different attachments. So sometimes you will find a package where it comes with one housing and then all 6 attachments. There's one that comes with just the 2 scoring wheels. So read the bundles that are available, but altogether there's 6 attachments if you need to know. So this is the wavy blade. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's just basically gonna cut in a wave. So just a little wave right there. Then you have your debossing tip. So basically, think of an embossing machine where the design is raised up. The debossing tip, hold on, I'm looking for mine. I don't know where I put it. I used it in a video. I used it on my niece's birthday party. And now I don't know where it is. So it looks like a little clear dot that's going to be on the top, but it's called debossing tip. And what it's going to do, you're going to, deboss means to like indent your design on your paper. Emboss is when you do a raised design. So embossing, you'll use like embossing machines. I'll do another live for embossing machines. Debossing will push that design into your paper. Let me see if I can find, I think I kept, hold on. Here it is. I'll give you an example of what debossing does. So I use metallic cardstock. I actually sell the metallic cardstock. So you see this design? It's pressed into the cardstock. So I use the debossing tip to do this. That's the debossed design into the cardstock. Right here, you see that? So you just choose your outline design. In design space, they have the option where you switch from like print and cut, cut. You're gonna choose this one, deboss. So they have all of the options there. And you're just pressing, let me show you in the number 10. So I deboss this design into the numbers on the centerpiece. These are attachments for your maker. You can only use these on the Cricut Maker. And then the last one, which I have not done a video, this is the engraving tip. Now when you think engraving, I want you to understand this is more like scratching. If you're trying to like really engrave on acrylic wood, you need a laser. This is just going to, I'm going to show you, it's a pointy tip. See that? So like if you have metal dog tags, let me see if I could get, hold on, if I could get this to focus. There we go. If I'm not in the frame on the IG camera, y'all could see it. See that? Look. So that's a point, a metal point, and it's basically going to scratch. So if you have dog tags like from Amazon, y'all know I can't say the name. If you have like dog tags, you can like scratch. It's not a real engrave, but it's called an engraving tip, right? So those are the 6 tips that go onto this housing for the quick swap tool system. You can only use the quick swap tool system on the Cricut makers. It doesn't matter if it's an old maker, if it's a new maker. The maker. You cannot use this on the Explorer, and you cannot use this on the Venture, and you cannot use it on the Joy. Everybody understand that? So that's like the really biggest difference when it comes to the Maker and the Explorer. It's these attachments, the quick swap tools. Excuse me. This is just storage. Excuse me. And you can get this on Cricut's site. .com. Also, too, if you follow me on TT, you can go to the my showcase where I have items. I have all of them in here too. The A to Z store. Thank you, Sharon. The A to Z store. Y'all know what that is. I do have a list of supplies there too if you're looking for anything that you want to purchase there. Stop neglecting. Take that bad boy out and use it. Yes, so you can find this on A to Z. You can find this on my TT showcase as well. And quick fast, if you're over here on TT, right here, and you're just finding me, make sure y'all come over here and follow. I'll be going live and teaching you crafters, you lovely, amazing crafters, because I might disappear next year sometime. I'll be going live every day this month up until Christmas for what I call Vlogmas, okay? So we're going to be educational things, actual craft projects. You can send out some suggestions. I mean, ain't no guarantee. 1, 2, and 3. Send the suggestions and I'll see what we can do, okay? So make sure y'all follow wherever you're finding me from. You popped up on YT and you just saw this lady live and you're trying to figure out who she is, I'm here. And if you're looking for videos, I have over 200 tutorials on YouTube. Head over to YT and subscribe there too. Over 200. I'm teaching you how to make cake toppers, cupcake toppers, centerpieces, everything under the sun. Only what I know how to do. If I don't know how to do it, I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. All right? So that is our difference. Now, when it comes to speed, there's a little difference, right? So, could you ask what machine is right behind me? A lot. But this one here is the Cricut Venture. We're going to get into this one when it comes to speed. So with Cricut, hold on, let me get the mats for you guys. And then we'll get into the larger one. So you have the option with your mats. Don't worry, I got stuff on here. I'm a crafter. I craft, right? So I don't want to hear it. If I hear anybody talking about me, you know what? I got cited yesterday. I got in trouble. They said I was promoting violence. So I'm not going to talk crazy because I am a little crazy if you're new here. You can cut on your 12 by 12 mat or your 12 by 24 mat on your Cricut and your Maker, right? That's our limits. If you feel like that's too small, I need to go bigger. That's this right here. This one. So this is the Cricut Venture. Cricut Venture. So I'm going to show you the size of the Cricut Venture mat. Now with the Cricut Venture you have two sizes as well. They have a 24 by 12. It's not the same as the other one, so you can't use the same mats. And then they have the big one. Let me see if I could. I want y'all to be able to see it on all videos. This is 24 by 28. Just make sure I'm correct, giving y'all misinformation. Yes, correct. 24 going across, 28 inches over. So basically this is Cricut's larger cutting machine. Now, with all machines you have different mats. If it's blue or light blue, that's your light mat. If it is green, this shit's so big. Oh, hold on. I got a new pack. This is what the green looks like for the regular. This is what the green looks like for our Venture. The green is your standard, but I would tell you this. It's sticky. You're new here? Welcome, Sharon. I'm a little crazy, but you're going to love it here. You're going to learn. You're going to be encouraged. I'm going to motivate you to keep going, keep crafting, do what you got to do, but also to take care of yourself too. But I curse a little bit, and I really don't have it upstairs. And that's why I got in trouble from TikTok yesterday. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Green. is your average mat, but it's mad sticky. So if you're using like your regular 65-pound cardstock, use a light mat. And then there's purple. I don't got none of the purples. That's the thickest. So think about like felt. If you're cutting some cotton material, you need that shit to hold and don't go nowhere while you cutting. That's for the purple. Okay? Let me see if I missed any questions. Pastor Sherry, oh Lord. Pastor Sherry, use a real pastor? I gotta behave myself. I don't got no home training, Pastor. I'm just telling you from now. Pray for my soul. Okay, so the light blue is what I mentioned first. That's the light. I use that on mostly everything. All right, I love you, Pastor. Please, but make sure you keep me in prayers because I be needing it bad. All right, so Pastor's here, so I need y'all to behave. Don't act a fool and don't let Pastor... Good. Behave yourself. And remember, I'm here for the questions if you need to learn. Light blue is your light matte. That's the one I use 99.9% of the time unless I can't find it. Green is your average size. This is what you're going to use like for your glitter cardstock, thick cardstock, not metallic. If you're going to use your metallic cardstock, use it on light, on your lighter matte, because metallic is sensitive, baby, like me, on the inside. And then the glitter is hard, like me, on the outside. I'm a rough, Pastor, excuse me, heifer on the outside. On the inside, I'm delicate like the metallic cardstock. You know what I'm saying? So, lighter colors for like your metallic, your 65-pound cardstock. You can even use the glitter on your light matte instead of buying mad mattes. Because one thing I don't like to do is have to buy yellow, green, purple, orange, all the color mattes. Hell no. Buy one. Oh, Pastor, don't judge. Buy the light one and use that shit for everything. That's what I do. Okay? I don't got time. And sometimes if you are a member with Cricut, you can get their certain sales and buy like in bulk. If not, find somebody else who's a member and have them ship it to you, okay? Because sometimes you don't want to be subscribing to everything. Every time you turn around, there's another subscription. So sometimes you don't want to. Or you just ain't fucking got it. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard. Now, that's enough about the match. Y'all got the match, right? Let's talk about speed. 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 Now, out of all of these things here, the fastest, I already did a race. If you go to my YT channel, I raced the machines to show you which one is the fastest. It's this one. The biggest one. It's the fastest. It cuts faster than everybody here. It's like zoom, zoom, zoom. Get it done and get the hell out. This is that. But here's the thing. You need space. Look at the size of this. If you don't have space in your craft room, don't get it. Because sometimes I'll be pissed off when I have to use the mat and I gotta like lay it on the floor and then I have to squat down like a frog and my knees already ain't good. And then when I get up, that shit is cracking and I'm just already pissed off. And now I still gotta craft and go back down there. Have space. So you get the machine separate. Let me see if I remember how to take this off. Push it back and up. So this is how the machine is when you buy it alone. Then, like anything else, you got to buy the stand. Is the stand worth the money? Yes. If you have it, get the stand. The main reason, it's on wheels. If you just get the machine, you have to sit it on the desk, and it has to be flush at the front of the desk, because when it cuts, it comes down this way. When you have it on the stand now, and the wheels have brakes as well. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the brakes is on, because they feel a little stiff. You move it around. Also, another good reason to get the stands, I don't know if y'all can see it in here. I'm going to turn it sideways. Y'all see down here? I don't know if you can see, but in here, there's a hook that you can hang your mats. So the mats are big and doofy, so you need somewhere to put them, right? Hold on, let me pick it up. I'm a little bit chunky and I'm getting up there in age, so it takes me some time. Y'all want to hear some moaning and groaning when I have to bend down and knees cracking. Just deal, okay? Still love me the way that I am. Everybody else does. So you could stick this sucker in here And there's a little hook. Let me move it back so y'all can see. Right there. And it hooks on. So you have somewhere to put your mats and it's not all over the place. So price, right now, I'm not even sure. I have it in my Amazon and I also have it on my TikTok showcase. I think they're on sale now. $500-$600 for the machine. $2 something maybe for the stand. I will tell you, full disclosure, I only bought the stand. And I buy with my money. The man that loves me and says he wants to make me happy bought the stand. The Venture, Cricket actually sent me this Venture when it came out. And I went to the grand showcase that they had in Utah to see it when it was revealed. And that day, they said they were going to send it to me. Okay, so that's when it comes to speed. Now, if we're not talking about the Venture and you're talking about the average size machines, and you want to know which one is the fastest, it's actually the Explorer 4. Explorer 4. Let me turn these lights off. They're very distracting. Hold on. So I bought these on the TikTok shop. They are actually, they're motion sensor lights, and they come on once I walk in the craft room. So I just wanted to see if I like them, and I love them. So I'm going to put one on every shelf. So in the nighttime, once I walk in the craft room, all of them will just turn on. I'm excited for that, right? So if you're not looking at the Venture, which is the largest one, and you want to know out of all of these, which one is the fastest, Explorer 4. Then behind it comes the Maker 4. There you go. Now, any questions so far from what we have discussed? Can you use print and cut? Yes, you can. So with the Venture, it does do print and cut. And if you have a large printer that prints 24 inches, this can do 24 by 28 print and cut. So you can do a big print and cut on the regular mat. You just need a large printer. Can you be a moderator? Do I have, I didn't see any comments here on TikTok. Did I miss, on YouTube? Did I miss any? Let me see. No. Hello, just hello. Can you be, I have moderators for YouTube already. Thank you kindly, but I'll definitely keep you in mind, Oliver, and I have to make sure that you're not crazy and you're a crafter and you understand the craft print. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm crafty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can you do shrink images? Never in my life have I done shrink images. I don't even know how to do that or where I would start in that category. So now let's talk about storage. So for me, I use bookshelves. These are the Billy bookshelves from IKEA. This is the regular size that you see the machines on, and on the end, you see the smaller things on the end there? That's the skinnier Billy bookshelf. IKEA. I cannot remember what I paid for it. Just type in Billy bookshelves on IKEA, right? So with these bookshelves, thank you guys for anybody sending anything, any hearts, roses, whatever those are. I'm not too versed in what's happening over here on TT. I just want to say thank you. Also, a reminder to like the live. That's how they do it, right? That's how they do it. Live visibility restricted. What did I do wrong this time? Tell me what I did. Me and TikTok gonna fight. I'm telling you. But anyway, I don't know what that restriction was about, but who cares? Let's go. Make sure you like the live, okay? And if you're new here, hit the follow button. I'll be going live every day for the month of December for LIVEMAS, which is my version of Vlogmas over here on all social platforms. I'm currently live on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So depending on what platform you're on, hello. Hi, how you doing? Let me just catch this comment. What accessories can you use with the Venture? So with the Venture, this right here, your scoring stylus. You cannot use the attachments from the Maker. The quick swap tool attachment that I showed you guys earlier, you cannot use this with the Venture, only with the Maker. If you're just coming in and you did not get to see it, this live will be saved on YT and IG. Yes, I'm able to go. Is the Joy Extra worth getting? So I don't have one. I didn't get one because I have these. So for me, it wasn't. I could do print and cut and all that other stuff on there. If you're like into just stickers, you just want to do the 8.5 by 11 print and cut, then yeah. But if you have regular ones, not really. Unless you have a tight space, maybe you want to take it with you to an event and not carry bigger machines, then I would say get it. But otherwise, no. So what I did here is a little bit of dating advice. If you're a crafter, you're supposed to be dating somebody that's handy. So whenever you get all these crazy ideas for things, they can help you out. So I came up with the idea that I want to put my machines on something, a shelf somewhere, but I wanted to be able to work on the shelf, but I also wanted the back. You see how you can see the white backing? I didn't want to leave it empty and you have to see behind it. I wanted the back there, but I wanted to be able to cut them and not have to keep taking the machines off. So I told him that, and then he came up with the idea, we came up with the idea, that he'll just cut the holes in it, right? So, behind every machine, y'all can see that hole there? There is a hole cut here. See my hand go through? That's where the mat goes through when I'm cutting. Right now, I moved this. This is an open space. It's an open layout for the living room into the kitchen. So right over there is my kitchen. He did say he don't like the way it look when you're looking for the kitchen because you see all the mats coming through. I don't care. I don't invite nobody to my house. Nobody comes over. It's just me and my sons really. And that's it. Who don't like it, don't look. Also too, hold on, let me just plug this back in. I live in Brooklyn, New York in an apartment, and what I did was I just transformed my living room into my craft room. This is not a specific designated craft room. This is my living room. We don't need no couches, TVs, and all that shit for nobody to come hang out. Don't come here. Don't come here. This is a crafting home. I'm just focused on crafting. That's it. I just need to make sure my machines are comfy, and that's it. Are these silhouettes or crickets? These are all crickets. I do have 2 silhouettes and 1 Caesar Juliet. And my goal was to learn how to use those before the year ended. Pray for me that maybe I will get there, or might have to go on to 2026 goals. Who knows, right? So that's how you cut and leave them on. Cut the holes in the bookshelf. Your mat will go through there. If you're putting it up against a wall, which I used to have it, you're going to put the desk up against your wall. You're going to pull your bookshelf to the front of the desk so that there's space behind it for the mats to go through and not hit the wall. Okay, so if anybody entered a question and I didn't see it, I'm live right now on 3 platforms, and I need my glasses are in the room, so I have to keep coming to read the comments coming up close. If I miss something, it's not on purpose. Just add the question again and I'll get it for you. Don't forget to like the live. Also to share it with another crafter who you think don't mind. Now, another question that I get a lot is, can you use all of these machines together? Do I use all of them together? And how the hell do you do that? So you do not need multiple devices to do it, but you do need a laptop or a computer. You cannot, not that I know of, use the app in the iPad or a phone and open Design Space multiple times. It's on a computer or it's on a laptop, right? So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to turn the machines on that you're using. When I'm working on large orders, I usually use between 4 and 6 machines at a time. These 2 machines, they're blinged out. They don't get used. I glued them shut and I blinged the whole machines. This one, and the Joy over there, the front of the Joy is blinged out. It needs to be redone. But anyway, these 2, I don't usually use them, but these 6 right here is what I use most of the time along with the Venture. Right? So if you want to use it, you're going to turn on the machines that you're going to use. So for instance, let's say if I was using the 6 on the bottom, I'm going to turn each machine on. I'm going to go to Bluetooth on my computer or my laptop, right? You're going to make sure that all of them link via Bluetooth. If you went to link it and it's not linking, honestly, I can't help that far. I'm not tech support. Anytime that happens to me, it's always with my old Explorer, the Air 2. I keep doing it until it syncs, and if it does not, I end up just plugging this into a laptop. That one, always. The rest of them, they always link via Bluetooth, right? Now, you're going to open Design Space on your computer. You're going to choose one of these machines. If you have, so there's 1, 2, 3 Cricut makers, right? You're going to know the difference by the, I would say the serial number. Raise up your machine. On the bottom of each machine will have like an ID, a serial number that comes up when you link it via Bluetooth. So it will say Maker C43 or something like that. Then this one will be Maker 543. Look on the bottom to make sure which one it is if you want to know which one to send it to. So let's say we start right here with the Maker 4, right? So you're going to open Design Space. You're going to select Cricut Maker 4, and that's what you're going to send to this machine. Then you're going to make sure you are on Design Space. I will probably bring the computer closer. I have 3 devices I would have to put over there. But I don't know where my laptop is. I could have showed you. But I do have a video on YT to show you. You're going to go to File at the top of your computer. Open. And you're going to open a new Design Space. In that second Design Space that you open, you're going to go right to this one. And you're going to choose the Maker 3. And you're going to repeat that for the amount of machines you want. So I would open Design Space 6 different times, select a different Design Space for the specific machine, choose the project, send the project to the machine. Now, is it a lot to keep track of? Absolutely. What I usually do, sometimes I end up putting the wrong color in, but I will keep just going back to the screen and checking to see which cardstock will be sent to the machine. So that's how you would link all of your machines and use them one time. Has to be a computer or a laptop in order to do it. So a few people have said they have issues. I've only had issues connecting with the Explorer Air 2. She still doesn't want to behave till this day. So what I usually do is I'll get my laptop, I'll get the plug it into the back, and plug this one directly into the laptop if she acts up. Or switch her out with her sister right here, because she's going to behave. So I would just send it to this one or another one, or send it to the Venture or something. But I usually do have an issue. I would say Cricut has customer support. So any issues you have, make sure y'all call them. We got to get our money's worth. You can name your machines. I've never tried, and I don't know, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never tried. I don't name my machines. Like, none of my machines have actual names. But with this, it comes up as the model machine and then the serial number on the bottom. So that's the difference between all of these machines. The fastest, we went over the mats, we went over the quick swap tools, how you cut multiple at one time, and how you cut all of them on one bookmark. Does anybody have any questions? How you feeling? Are you good? Are you not? Are you lost? If you are new, brand spanking new to buying a Cricut, there are other machines. Yes, I'm not well versed in using the other cutting machines. I do use X-Tool products. We'll have some lives on some of those as well. Right now, I'm just talking about Cricut. This is what I know. This is what I could show you. I did say I'm going to learn how to use the other brands. I have not learned right now. But all of these machines, it's not about the machine. It's about the software. So you're just loading the machine, pressing go or whatever, or maybe switching out a tool. You're learning the software. That's what you have to learn. You try cut a whole inch, but your maker just wanted to cut each thing out instead. So you have to let the machine know that you want to print. If you have layered images, shapes or whatever, and you want it all together as an image, you're going to highlight that entire thing and then you're going to flatten it. Or you can go to the options at the top and choose print and cut, where you switch from cut to emboss. They have print and cut option there. That or flatten. Then you'll send that to the printer, have it print, and then cut. Is the Maker 4 better than the Explore 4? It depends on what you want to do with them. The biggest difference, the Explore 4 is faster than the Maker 4. The Maker 4 can do more because it has attachments that cannot be used on the Explore 4. So if you don't plan on using any of the attachments or the quick swap tools, get the Explore 4. If you do plan on using some of those attachments for the quick swap tools, get the Maker 4. Show us the material. So I can't show you all of the material. The website has a long list. I don't buy all of those stuff. I only use cardstock, different types of cardstock, glitter, metallic, things like that, paper. I'm a paper crafter, and sometimes vinyl and HTV. If you go on their website, there is a long list of items that are different. I don't buy all of those things. I honestly don't. Can you engrave? So they do have an engraving tip that you can use on the Maker, but it's more of a scratch. If you really want to engrave something, you need to buy a laser machine. When it comes to lasers, there's CO2 and there's a diode laser. The diode laser is good for wood. The CO2 lasers is if you want to do all of the color acrylics. That's going to be more expensive. My CO2 laser stopped working. So I would not get another one with that company because it stopped after 2 years. And that was a Glowforge. I won't be going back. I do want to get another CO2 laser in the future. Right now I have a diode laser, which is the X-Tool S1. So I usually make wood and stuff. I also have the F1, which is the little mini one too. I'll be doing lives with those machines later on in the month as well. Any other questions I didn't touch? When you flatten, the image turns black. That shouldn't happen. That doesn't sound like you flattened it. That sounds like you welded it. When you put them all together and you weld them, they will all turn the same color. If you have different layers with different colors and you highlight all and you flatten, it'll literally flatten it together, keep the same colors and everything, and make it one layer. Another question that I did get, I'm sorry, YouTube, did anybody ask me any questions? What accessories can you use in Adventure? I answered that like Mr. Beast. I'm not sure what that comment was about. What do you mean about Mr. Beast? So that was that. Oh, also too, another thing that people ask me is, do you need a printer and what do you need a printer for? So when you're printing an image, the Cricut machines, these cutting machines, all of them, they're not actually printing the image for you. They are cutting the image for you. So let me give you an example of something that is cut. Let me just go over here into my drawer. Hold on. Where are my... I have some examples that I keep around. Okay, this is one. So this is a cake topper that I made. It's a layered cake topper with like floating balloons. Also too, if you want to learn all of the steps on how to do this, there's a YouTube tutorial for that, right? So if you look at these letters in the front, they're cut with metallic and glitter cardstock, right? You're just cutting. You do not need a printer for that. You see the image of the lady? You see the image of the balloons? These are pictures. Those are actual pictures that you're going to have to print on your printer. Then you're going to bring that image over onto your mat, load it into your machine, and then your machine will cut the image. So that's the difference. If you're trying to print out something like this, hold on. I am live on 3 platforms, so I have to go across all 3 devices to show you guys, right? So if you're trying to cut the image, this image, you need a printer. If you're trying to do projects that just require you cutting some material, like metallic and glitter, you don't need a printer. I do sell this glitter and metallic cardstock. I will say that right now my focus is to sell out my inventory because I don't know if I still want to sell products. I need a break. I think I'm just going to focus on just creating and like teaching, and I don't think I'm gonna do memberships. The stress of it all, child, I don't even know. So the craft print shop .com is where you could get the glitter and metallic. So I think that's everything, like if you're a beginner, that you would need to know. So the software is what you really need to learn, right? Yes, this full tutorial is on my YT channel. I walk you through how to do the images, how I remove the images, how I design and layer, and then I walk you through printing, cutting all of the pieces, and then I show you how to assemble all of it in the video. So videos like that, there's a lot that I'm showing you in the video, so you have to have time to sit down. I think it's about an hour or a little bit over an hour. That's why I say anything that you learn with crafting, it's not hard. You just need the time to put into it and learn. When I first started crafting, all of my projects looks like shit. It's experience and time that made me get to the point where you see me at today. Y'all are seeing me here 11 years later. If you were here 11 years ago, you would know that I just moved into this apartment. Before, I had lost my job. I lost my apartment. Me and my kids had to move back in with my mother. I had bought my first machine on a payment plan with Home Shopping Network, crafting on the floor. I didn't have the space. I didn't have the materials. I barely had the money to buy the freaking cardstock to practice. But I kept practicing. I kept trying. I kept learning. I still to this day watch tutorials on things. I research things. I still look into things because I actually enjoy this. That's the difference. If you're jumping in for money, you're going to eventually jump out. I love this. I eat, breathe, and sleep this shit. But once you're willing to learn, you're going to get it. I didn't know none of this stuff. It took me time to get here, right? So you will get here. Just take the time to learn. That's all that it is. With Cricut, like I told you, you're loading these things into the machine. That's it. The software. Now, Cricut uses Cricut Design Space. That's where you got to come and learn what is welding, what is slicing, what is flattening, how do you do it, what projects do I use it for, and I answer all those questions for you already. I did a series of videos where I broke down every feature in Cricut Design Space, and if you look at the top of my IG, that's y'all right here, and TT, that's y'all right here. Look at the top of the page. I have a playlist with all of those videos that you can go through. I'm going to figure something out for you, YouTube. It's because y'all didn't want me to take those 3-minute videos. I couldn't put that up as a short. But they're all there to teach you. If you're trying to learn individual projects, I have over 200 on YT, right? So those are all there. We have about 9 minutes left. So for those of you that are new here, I do not do this full time. I work full time and I currently work from home. So right now I'm on my lunch break and I'm on here during my lunch break. So I do have 1 hour and then that's it and go back to work. I work in health information management. I love it. That's what I want to do. I'm not trying to craft my way to leaving. Nope. I like working. I like my career. I want to stay there, especially the benefits. I just want my crafting to just be neck and neck with my career, but it's growing in both. You know what I'm saying? My job is not to eventually quit this. That's not my goal, but there's nothing wrong with anybody else who wants to. You can do it. Just make sure y'all doing your research and looking into things and look into different ways to make money on top of while you're hand making, like teaching, selling digitals. There's so much that can be done. YouTube, TikTok shop. You could post products while you're posting crafting. I'm in a TikTok shop. Sometimes I post different things that I find on there. I don't post enough, but you can make money like that. Facebook, YouTube, all these people, as you start growing, you can get paid just for the views, just posting your crafting content. So look for multiple ways to make money within this field, and you'll definitely be good to go. Also, too, stop looking at people. Don't care about what nobody doing, even me. Don't look at nobody's wins, loses, nothing. You gotta have tunnel vision so that you don't get like distracted or you feel a little less than because it looks like everybody is just doing amazing and things are so great, focus on you. Focus on you. Hold on, I'm being nosy. Oh, okay. I'm not supposed to be being nosy. Will you ever get an embroidery machine? I don't see myself getting one, but it's never say never. But if a company offered to send me one, I'd take it. I take it. Right now, I have not been as obsessed with crafting things. It's been Ninja. I've been looking at, I want Ninja everything in my kitchen. That's been my focus. But I'm never opposed to a company sending me something. But I'm not necessarily looking into embroidery because embroidery is a different ball game, especially when it comes to money. And I know me. Once I start, I don't know how to stop. And next thing you know, I'm going to be living on the streets with my embroidery machine because I didn't pay the rent. But anywho, we have 7 more minutes. Does anybody else have any more questions? Also, too, if you're just finding me, whether it's on TT, IG, or YT, make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button. As your new favorite crafter. If you didn't know, now you know. So the rest of this week, I'm going to be live same time, 12:30. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do another video where I talk about another product, right? So I'm thinking maybe for the rest of this week, we could go into talking about specific products. And then the weekend, I'll start doing actual projects. Unless y'all feel like, Shondell, don't tell me nothing else. Start showing. Then maybe we could just jump into projects. But I was thinking this week, we'll talk about different machines. But not one machine at a time. That'll take forever. So maybe like tomorrow, just like I bundled the Cricuts, I can bundle like the HTV ROM products. Right? That work, right? And then Thursday, I could bundle the X tool. And then Friday, we could go into a project. How that sound? That sounds good, right? I think so. Let me know. But anywho, any questions? You love what I'm doing? Thank you so much, Fancy Creations. Any other questions, anyone? Again, if you just found me, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. I also want to mention, when you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, or you just feel defeated, take a break. Step back. Take a break from it all. Get your ass off of social media and take a real break. And then come back. I never hesitate to take breaks when I feel overwhelmed or too stressed or depressed, because that comes around a lot. Take the breaks, guys. We got to take care of ourselves in order to take care of all the rest of this stuff, you know? For beginners, what video do you suggest on YouTube? All of mine. All of my videos. Let me tell you something. As a beginner, what I want you to do is jump in and start using it while you're watching these YouTubes. I think that a lot of us as crafters, we love to research and research and research and look and follow this one and do this and do that and do that and then keep holding ourselves back. We ain't starting because I still got to learn. I don't know. I'm nervous. I still got to research. I still got to try, right? I want y'all, while you're trying and researching and looking, I want you to be doing, okay? I want y'all to be doing. Turn the machine on and just cut a circle. Just cut a circle. Come back again tomorrow, cut a circle and a square. I want you to start. Your print and cut, people feel a little intimidated. That shit is easy. I still to this day be wondering, why do people say, I don't know how to print and cut? The same way you send something to the printer at work, you got to print your resume or something, same thing. You just need a printed image in design space, send that sucker to your printer, put it on the machine to cut. It's giving you problems, let's start troubleshooting. Your troubleshooting is not working, call Cricut. These companies have their numbers and customer service for a reason. Let's use them. If there's a problem that you need to know, you under warranty, you need a new one, let's get these machines. None of this stuff is cheap. Nothing is cheap nowadays. The freaking eggs ain't even cheap. Okay? Nothing is cheap. So we're buying the stuff, just shopping away, asking for gifts, and then they're sitting there. I'm guilty. I have a lot of... Right here, y'all seeing, this is the clean side of the craft room. Over here is a friggin' mess, and I have mad shit that I have not been using. We got to start using our stuff. So during these lives, I'm going to be using the products. I'm going to be telling you about them and encouraging you to do the same. Y'all know how much money we could be making, but we lazy? Because I'm there. I hate taking orders. And then I complain I don't got enough money. start using your stuff. Okay, we buying them. We asking for them. I know we got a lot of it on our Christmas list. Thank you, Victoria. You haven't touched your maker in 2 years. Dottie, go rub that maker right now. Let's go. Turn it on. Even if you cut in a circle. When I come back tomorrow, I want you back here, 12:30 Eastern PM, to tell me that you did something. Even if you turned it on and just made sure Design Space is on the computer, Dottie. Open it up. Let's go. Who else? We got 2 minutes. Who else in here? Any one of these lives. We're on IG, TT, and YT. Who here got something and just sitting and just, it ain't doing nothing? Talk now or forever hold your peace. Good morning, Nina. It's actually afternoon for me here, though. But good morning to you, too. Miss C, how you doing, sugar? Anybody else? Explore, Glowforge, just sitting here? Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. TT, you too? All right, listen. The year's about to end. Let's end it off so that when you look back on the year, you said you did something. And what you're going to do is what you're going to do this month. Within this LIVEMAS, I want everybody using it, even if you're just trying it out, something simple. I think I'm going to give homework. I just love doing shit, don't I? I want y'all by the end of the week to do at least one project. You have two, you haven't taken the second one out the box. Come on. Who said they got the Glowforge? Let's go. Let me tell you, I miss having a CO2 laser, and I think next year I'm gonna get one. I said I didn't want to get one until I get a house and I could get like a big one that I could put in a garage, but I miss it. I also too was thinking I should start pitching some brands to see if anybody want to send me one for me to create content with, and maybe I'll be good. But let me show you something. Hold on. This is one of my favorites right here that I did with my CO2 laser. Right now I only have a diode laser, so I could only do wood, but I do love wood projects. I made this cake topper. This is clear acrylic. This is mirror acrylic. I blinged it and then I did print and cut. This is actually sticker. It's not a UV print. I don't have a UV printer, but I made this with my CO2 laser. This was my sister's 31st birthday cake topper. I don't think I did a video on this, but when I get a CO2 laser, this will be it. You love my shirt? Thank you. It's a little crooked. I'm really bad at making shirts, but I do a little something for myself and family. But this I actually sent out and got like a UV print and just pressed it myself. And that's another thing. Y'all going live? Promote yourself, baby. Instead of Ralph Lauren or whoever, y'all gonna see Chanel. So that means I gotta go make some more shirts. Or I might wear this shirt every day for this month, child. Promote yourself everywhere you go. I do have some shirts with my logo that says just craft print. And I used to wear that a lot when I used to go live. I used to do crafting and chatting. So every Friday I would go live with another crafter and we would teach you a new craft project. I did that for like 4 or 5 years on IG. But yeah, promote yourself, promote your brand. I gotta go. My lunch break is over. If you want to rewatch this live, we went over the differences with all the machines, which one is faster, how you can use all of them at the same time, how could you use all of them while they're on the bookshelf, and also the different mats. If you missed it, it will be saved on IG, excuse me, and YT. So head over to all, I am the Craft Print on all social platforms. And I mean all, you can find me. The Craft Print. You'll see the picture. Chandel, hello. Right in your face, me. If it ain't me, that ain't it. I always put my picture as my logos. Profile pictures. There you go. But anyway, so we'll be back tomorrow, 12:30 again. And tomorrow we're going to do, what do we say? HTV Romp. We're going to use some of the HTV Romp products. So I have the foam press, the tumbler press. I don't know what the hell else I got from them people, Joe. But we're going to use it tomorrow. And then the next day, we're going to go over the X-Tool products, right? And then Friday, we start making... We're going to start actually doing crafting projects. I'm going to start showing you how to make the items, right? So have a good day. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Again, even if you didn't share this live, share my account with another crafter who's ready to learn and get shit done before the year is over. Let's check off those goals that we said we're going to do. Tomorrow will be the same time again, 12:30 Eastern. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. For the Monday through Friday, it'll always be those times. The weekends, I'll figure out what time I'll be able to go live on the weekend, right? Have a good day. Thank you kindly. Good night. Have a good day, YT.